Welcome to Pam Jammer's Magical Tales. We post new stories every week, so be sure to subscribe, like, and share to stay updated. If you'd like to support the channel, see sequels, vote on upcoming stories, or even request a custom tale, check out my Patreon. Every bit of support helps bring more magical stories to life. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. Wrapped in White. Chapter 1, Arrival. The snow hadn't stopped all day. It wasn't falling hard, just steady, a white veil drifting sideways across the highway as the SUV pushed its way toward the airport. The windshield wipers beat a slow, rhythmic pattern. Road signs were half swallowed in snowdrift. The world felt blank and quiet. Katya drove with both hands on the wheel, straight-backed, steady, precise. Her white coat fit like it had been cut to her bones, clean and minimal, buttoned high at the collar. She didn't speak. She didn't need to. In the passenger seat, Stacy glanced at her with a nervous smile. "Thank you for driving," she said. "Especially in this weather." Katya didn't turn her head. "Is not problem. Car is good." Stacy nodded, brushing a hand along her thigh. Her coat was new, a soft winter gray that clung nicely to her figure. Beneath it, just visible in the open collar, was a dark blue top that hinted at cleavage she would have never shown a year ago. Her lipstick was bolder than usual. Her earrings sparkled. She wore perfume. A subtle citrus. "And thank you for everything lately," she added. "Seriously. I've had more fun with you than I've had in I don't know how long." Katya allowed the faintest smile. "Yes. We make good team." Stacy laughed. "I still can't believe we had a father and son over last night. In my pool. And I got the sun." Katya shrugged. "Of course you got sun. You are beautiful." Stacy grinned, shaking her head. He was practically speechless. "It's because you smiled. And you looked like you had fun. You forget how to do that for long time. Now you remember." The SUV curved off the highway and merged into the tangle of airport roads. Blue and white signs glowed faintly above them, "Arrivals, Terminal A." The city fell away behind them, snow still coming down like ash. Hazard lights clicked as Katya pulled to the curb. Stacy leaned forward in her seat, squinting through the windshield. "There he is," she said. "By the pillar." Katya put the car in park. Clay stepped into view, slightly hunched, a hood pulled up over messy brown hair. He wore a long coat that looked slept in. His face was pale. Unshaven. He spotted the car and moved toward it. Stacy stepped out first and pulled him into a tight hug. "Oh, sweetheart," she said into his shoulder. "It's so good to see you." He hugged back stiffly. "Hi, Mom." She stepped aside, motioning to the young woman now stepping out from the driver's seat. "You remember Katya, right? I sponsored her a few years ago, back when she came over from Russia. You might have met her once or twice." Clay looked up. Katya stood there in a white wool coat, buttoned to her neck, long blonde hair with severe bangs. Her skin was smooth and pale, eyes sharp and steady. She didn't smile. She was stunning. Not flirtatious, not glam. Just arresting. Her presence hit him like a slow shove to the chest. His brain fumbled. His mouth went dry. "She just turned 18, Stacy added, "and since the divorce. Well, I invited her to move in for a while." Katya stepped forward and offered her hand. "Hello again, Clay," she said. Her voice had the cadence of someone measuring each word. "Nice to see you." Clay shook her hand. It was small and cool, but strong. Stronger than expected. "Hey," he said. And nothing more. They loaded his bag in the back. Clay climbed into the rear seat. Stacy and Katya returned to the front, driver and passenger, and the SUV rolled away from the airport, merging into a deeper stretch of white and silence. The city gave way to trees. The snowfall intensified. Clay sat back, trying to get his bearings. Everything felt off. His mom looked good, not just cleaned up, but transformed. Her coat fit perfectly. Her hair was styled. She was wearing earrings. Lipstick. Something soft and floral drifted back from her perfume. She was glowing. "You're dressed different," he said. Stacy turned slightly in her seat. "Do you like it?" He hesitated. "It's just not your usual. Kind of caught me off guard." "She looks very nice," Katya said, eyes still on the road. Stacy smiled. "Katya's been helping me pick out a few things." "She looks like woman who knows her worth," Katya said simply. "Not hiding. Not scared. This is good." Clay gave a weak laugh. "Right. Say she looks beautiful," Katya added, turning her head slightly. He blinked. "What?" "Say it," she repeated. "To your mother. Say she is beautiful." Clay paused. Then, quietly, "You look beautiful, Mom." Stacy lit up. "Oh, honey," she said, twisting in her seat. She reached back and took his hand. "That's the sweetest thing." She held his fingers for a long second, her thumb brushing across his knuckles. Katya said nothing. Just watched the road. The trees grew taller. The roads narrowed. Plows had stopped here hours ago. The storm was heavier now, and it would only get worse. "We're not going to talk about what happened with your job," Stacy said after a pause. Her voice was soft. "I know you don't want to. So we won't." Clay sighed. "You kind of just did bring it up, so thanks for that." There was a quiet beat. Then Katya spoke. "That is not respectful." Clay sat up. "Why do you keep correcting me? I'm talking to my mom." "You are in her house now," Katya said, flatly. "She helps you. She loves you. You do not speak with this tone." Clay shifted. "I didn't mean." "Say sorry," she interrupted, sharp. He looked at her through the rearview mirror, caught off guard. "Okay. Sorry, Mom." Louder. He swallowed. "Sorry, Mom." Katya didn't let up. "Now say something kind. One more." Clay's face burned. "I'm glad to be home. And thanks for picking me up." Stacy beamed. "That means so much to me, sweetie," she said, reaching back to squeeze his arm again. "You're being so sweet tonight." Clay sank back in his seat, quiet. Katya gave the faintest nod and turned back toward the dark, snowy road ahead. Chapter 2: The House in the Snow. By the time the SUV turned off the main road and onto the long gravel driveway, the sun had disappeared beneath the horizon. What remained was a low, blue-orange glow along the treeline, the last color before the storm swallowed everything whole. The snow was falling thicker now. Wind pushed it sideways across the field, stacking it in drifts against the black skeletons of trees. Everything beyond the car's headlights looked soft and shapeless, like the world had been erased. But then the house appeared. Large. Flat. Low to the ground and wide across the property like something from another decade. Its long silhouette stretched out between the pines, flanked by thick woods on both sides. A horseshoe-shaped driveway looped up to a 3-car garage. The house itself was brick, dark red, with high horizontal windows and a sunken front entrance. Faint golden light glowed through the frosted panes near the front door. As they pulled closer, Clay spotted a rear wing of the house that extended downward, a lower level, slightly below grade. A set of tall sliding glass doors lined one side of the basement wall. Behind them, obscured by steam and frost, he could just barely make out the shimmer of an indoor pool. A snowdrift had climbed halfway up the glass. Inside the house, it was warm. Quiet. Still. The foyer opened into a wide, open-plan living space. Clean wood floors, carpet runners, potted plants that had somehow survived the winter light. There were candles on the console table. The air smelled like garlic and wine and soft citrus, not overpowering, but lived in. Clay stood awkwardly inside the front door, holding his luggage. "I made lasagna," she added quickly, a touch of hope in her voice. "Do you want a plate?" He hesitated mid-step. "No. It's been a long day," he said. "I think I just want to go to bed." A pause. Katya, who had already removed her boots and was hanging her coat with surgical care, turned. "You skipped dinner," she said simply. "You hurt her feelings." Clay turned, blinking. "I didn't mean." "She made food. It smells good. You are not dying. Sit. Eat. Be polite." Her tone wasn't angry. But it wasn't optional, either. Stacy smiled awkwardly, a hand fluttering toward her cheek. "She's right, you know." Clay gave a quiet sigh, dropped his bag by the base of the stairs, and followed them into the kitchen. Dinner was warm. Slightly surreal. They sat around a small round table by the rear windows. Outside, the snow was piling higher against the glass. Inside, the lights were low, the music soft, and the food excellent. Stacy did most of the talking. She filled silences easily, stories, questions, little anecdotes from her week. Katya spoke less, but when she did, it was with quiet authority. She guided the conversation without appearing to. Clay barely spoke at all. But when he did, Katya always noticed. Corrected him, gently but publicly, when he was too short with his mother. Encouraged him, sometimes with a look, to contribute something. When he finally complimented the food, Stacy lit up like he'd handed her roses. The dynamic was strange. Not hostile. Just unbalanced. Like he was the guest. And the two of them, his mother and the young woman in white, were the ones who lived here. After the table was cleared, Clay stood to leave. "Say goodnight to your mother," Katya said, not looking up from where she was wiping the counter. Clay blinked. "Good night." Katya glanced over. "That is not enough." He paused, then stepped closer to Stacy. "Good night, Mom," he said awkwardly. "Kiss her cheek." He hesitated. Then did. Stacy melted. She reached up and touched his face like he was 5 again. "That's the sweetest thing. Thank you, baby." Clay gave a lopsided shrug and shuffled down the hall, his face red. He closed the door to his room and stood there for a moment, just breathing. The walls were the same. The posters. The dusty bookshelf. The lamp on the desk. A little older, maybe. A little dimmer. But it was his. He sat on the edge of the bed and unzipped his luggage, fingers searching beneath the layer of sweatshirts and flannel. There it was. A folded, plastic-wrapped diaper, white and soft and just slightly crinkly in his hands. His shoulders dropped as he exhaled, the first real breath he'd taken all day. He undressed slowly, methodically, lay back on the bed, and taped the diaper snug around his hips. He closed his eyes. Turned off the lamp. Let the darkness settle in. His mind drifted, not to his room, or the snow outside, or even the soft plastic now wrapped around him. But to Katya. To the way she bossed him. How she smelled. Her calm, icy voice. Her white clothes and perfect posture. The way she commanded the room without needing to raise her voice. He didn't know what he felt. He just knew it wouldn't go away. Chapter 3, Exposed. Clay didn't want to move. He woke slowly, the room still dim, the windows frosted over with snow light. The diaper he'd put on last night was soaked and warm from hours under the blankets. It crinkled when he shifted. He didn't care. He just lay there, in his childhood bed, in his childhood room, scrolling blankly through his phone. Swiping through feeds, barely looking at what passed by. Memes, ads, messages from people he didn't want to talk to. He changed into a fresh diaper, tucking the used one deep in the trash bin. He snuggled in layers of cozy blankets while the snowstorm outside continued. Nothing in him wanted to get up. Breakfast's almost ready. His mom called from down the hall. He didn't move. "I'm good," he shouted back. A pause. "Breakfast is almost ready." She called again, cheerier this time. "I'm fine. I'm not hungry." He went back to his phone, thumb dragging slowly. Another minute passed. Then a knock at the door. "Clay," Katya's voice. Firm. Muffled through the wood. "You come now." "I'm not hungry," he muttered. "I just want to sleep." The door opened. "Whoa, hey." Clay jolted upright, yanking the blanket higher over his bare chest. His phone tumbled off the side of the bed. "You can't just." Katya stepped into the room. She was still in white, tight long-sleeved shirt, high-waisted lounge pants. Bare feet. Damp hair pulled into a bun. She didn't flinch. "You had chance," she said simply. "We asked 2 times." "I said I'm not hungry," Clay mumbled, adjusting the blanket over his lap. "You don't decide now. Just give me a minute, okay?" Katya didn't respond. Instead, she stepped forward and, with one motion, ripped the blanket back. "Hey!" Clay tried to grab it, but it was too late. His arms scrambled for cover, but he was exposed, there, in nothing but a clearly padded white diaper, his pale legs curled toward his chest. Katya looked at him, expression unreadable. Then, "Does your mother know?" she asked calmly. "That you wear diaper?" Clay froze. "Please," he whispered. Don't tell her." "She doesn't know," Katya said to herself, nodding. "I see now. You hide." "I'm sorry. Please don't say anything." She stepped closer. Clay shrank against the headboard. "Get up." He shook his head. "Please." Katya reached forward with one hand and pinched his ear, hard, twisting it with cold precision. Clay squealed. With the other hand, she gripped the back waistband of his diaper, lifting slightly, guiding him up and forward. "You walk," she said. "We show your mother now." "Please don't do this, please, I'm sorry, just let me change, just." She twisted his ear again. "No more hiding," she said. "You wear diaper in secret. You lie to your mama. I grow up with boys like this. I know." She marched him down the hall, one hand on his ear, the other lifting the back waistband of the diaper. Clay stumbled along, whispering please under his breath, legs trembling, face burning. They entered the kitchen. Stacy was at the stove, stirring something. She turned. "Oh. My God, Clay?" Katya let go of his ear. "Look how I find your son dressed," she said flatly. Stacy's mouth hung open. Clay tried to cover himself with his hands. "I'm sorry, please, I didn't mean." Katya turned to him. "How can your mother care for you if you don't tell truth?" He stammered. "Please don't." "Do you like to wear diaper?" Katya asked, her voice low and direct. I'm sorry, please don't." Katya watched him fold into himself. Then she looked at Stacy. "I meet boys like this before," she said. "Is not new to me. In orphanage, some boys were like this. Quiet. Shameful. They cry in corner, but never say." She placed a hand on Clay's shoulder. "Don't worry," she said to Stacy. "I know how to help him." Chapter 4, The Treatment. "Let's eat," Katya said, holding Clay still by the back of his diaper. "Your mother made breakfast. We do not waste it." Clay squirmed in place, red-faced, eyes darting from the table to his mother, who was standing by the stove. "Please," he said, voice already cracking. Can I change first? Just give me a minute, I." "No," Katya said flatly. She twisted his ear again. You had minutes. You used them to lie. Clay cried. Please. She turned him toward the table and began guiding him forward, one hand gripping his twisted ear, the other firmly leading him with the back waistband of his diaper, steering him like a toddler who'd wandered too far. You will eat in your diaper, she said calmly. Is not big thing. I saw more diapers than you in one lifetime. He whimpered but didn't resist. Katya led him to a chair and pushed him down into it. The padding under him gave a loud, humiliating crinkle. She took the seat beside him. Stacy, still visibly stunned, set a plate of eggs and toast in front of her son, then another in front of Katya. She finally sat, staring at Clay like she didn't know where to begin. He couldn't look at either of them. The silence stretched. How long have you wanted this? Stacy asked gently. To wear diapers? Clay said nothing. His hands went to his face. He pressed his palms over his eyes and shook his head slightly. Do you wet in them? She asked next, even softer. Please don't, Clay whispered into his hands. Please don't ask me that. Why didn't you ever tell me? She tried. He hunched lower, still hiding. I'm sorry. Just please don't make me talk about it. Please let me out of my diaper. The phrase came out instinctively. My diaper. Not this diaper. Not the diaper. Katya looked to Stacy, then back to Clay. She gave his ear the slightest twist. Answer your mother. I'm sorry, he whimpered. Please. Just let me take off my diaper. Enough, she said. Both Clay and Stacy looked at her. This is what I mean. You see? This is why boys do not speak truth. Their shame is too strong. She stood slowly, her white clothes catching the warm light from the kitchen. I have heard from older women, wise women, that when boys hide like this, there is one way to help. It is old. Quiet. Passed from woman to woman. It is not punishment. It is treatment. Clay lifted his head, blinking through watery eyes. Katya continued. You lied. You hid. You put this on when no one was looking. You want something, but you will not say it. She turned to Stacy. So. We stop the lying. No more words. Words let him make lies. So we take them away. Katya stepped beside Clay and gently placed a hand on his naked back. The other took his hand and gave it a soft squeeze. Clay, she said. You are too embarrassed to speak your true feelings. Yes? He hesitated, then nodded weakly. You have lied about what you want. Even to your mother. Yes? Another nod. So. It would be easier for you. If you did not speak at all, and instead showed us with your body. Yes? Clay nodded again. His lip trembled. He started to cry. Stacy made a soft sound, almost a gasp, and slipped from her chair to kneel beside him. Oh, baby, she whispered, wrapping her arms around his shoulders. It's okay. I love you. I love you no matter what. She kissed his temple, holding him as he cried into his hands. Katya placed one hand gently on the back of Stacy's head, the other cradling Clay's, standing over them like a calm sentinel, a quiet, unmoving pillar of ivory discipline. She didn't say anything. She didn't need to. She had already said everything that mattered. Thanks so much for watching today. We hope you enjoyed this week's story and found it relatable, enjoyable, or just a little comforting. Remember, we post new videos every week, so if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. If you found this helpful or know someone who might, don't forget to like the video and share it with your community. Your support means everything and helps us keep creating content just for you. And if you'd like to see sequels, vote on upcoming stories, or even get a custom tale made just for you, check out our Patreon. Every bit of support keeps the magic alive. Until next time, Take care and stay true to yourself.